it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. So for the past couple weeks, we've been talking about the best things that I have purchased, the worst things that I have purchased for my business thus far to date. And today we're going through the next 5 things that I will buy. These are the things that I've had my eye on for a while, but were out of my price range, or I wasn't quite sure, if I would use them enough to warrant the purchase of them. And just as a side note, before we hop in, if you're interested in seeing my fragrance oil review series, head on over to TikTok at Pink Sugar Soapery. Let's get into the value of today's video. Number 1, first things first, is camera equipment. The next investment, or one of the next investments that I make, will be in camera equipment. Now, I absolutely love the camera that I have. I don't want a new camera, but what I do want is a different lens, or not a different, but an additional lens for my camera. Just to really bump up my product photography. I have a great lens. I really enjoy it. I've never had any problems with the camera that I have. I'll link everything down below. It's a Canon. Love the camera, but I am looking for a lens that very specifically takes fabulous detailed shots from close up, i.e. for product photography. So for example, when I make like a little swish with my sugar scrub, like I want it to be very detailed, and the lens that I have does a nice job capturing it, but it does not do a very detailed job capturing the image. So that's what I'll be looking for, is this specific lens. I'll link it down below. I know which one it is. I just haven't kind of made the purchase yet. Next up, in addition to the camera lens, there are 2 other pieces of equipment that I just kind of wrapped up in one camera equipment bow. I'll definitely be looking for an additional memory card and battery for my camera. I cannot tell you how many times I forget to charge my battery and it's like got 5 minutes left of its life, and I'm over here trying to film like an entire video or do like a full-on product shoot. So a backup battery and memory card will be perfect for not only additional storage in the memory card, but additional or longer periods of time that I am able to film. Number 2, this I would say is probably the biggest of all purchases. I don't mean it like monetarily, but I mean it like physically. It's like a really big thing. I really want a bottle filling machine. This is the one I have my eye on. It's from Amazon, link down below. But I have noticed when trying to pipe my scrubs or lotions or whatever it is that I'm trying to pipe in from a like pastry piping bag into a jar or other empty vessel, I think I might have arthritis. I don't know, but it's really painful for me to like squeeze for a longer period of time, especially when it's something thick like a whipped scrub or a whipped soap kind of lotion type, whatever it is that's whipped, like anything thicker. It really does take a lot out of me, and it makes my hands hurt real bad. Number 3, a MultiBar soap cutter. Now this one would probably be the last thing that I invest in out of all of these, just because I'm not sure if I prefer formulating and making soaps in individual molds like I currently do, or a loaf. Because clearly if I'm just doing individuals, then I don't need this MultiBar soap cutter. I've gone through quite a few variations in regards to soap cutting. This one soap cutter that I bought should absolutely have been in the worst investments that I have made. It was a single bar soap cutter where you cut 1 bar from your loaf at a time, and it was just truly a waste of money. And I find it, and because I had that experience, it's gonna be really challenging to actually change my mind and tell me that there is a single bar soap cutter that is nice. So yes, like I said, I do want to invest in this MultiBar cutter, but probably will wait a while just to kind of see. I'm trying really hard not to go like full steam ahead and jump right to the end point, and really take my time to consider whether or not this will be something that I use throughout the life of my journey, throughout the life of my business. Yeah. throughout the life of my business. Next up, this is kind of more of a category. I want to purchase or will be investing in some books or courses in business and marketing, more specifically digital marketing. I know there are so many resources out there on this. I am always watching the YouTube videos. You know, this for me was more of an accident than it was. The business in general was more of an accident than a planned path for me. I just kind of stumbled into it and I really enjoy it. So I'm learning as I go, which obviously you guys know because I'm sharing it all with you. But I really like to take some educated steps as far as the direction of my business and in the marketing aspect specifically. So I think that these books or courses will definitely help me with that. If you have any recommendations for business books or books on business, books on handmade business, books on digital marketing, or just marketing in general, email marketing, you know, that kind of thing, I would love if you would put any of those recommendations that you have in the comments. I am planning, I truly am hoping to read at least 3 or 4 books over the summer before the school year starts back up and take 1 or 2 mini courses on it. I just have to find, you know, the good ones that I'm looking for. I don't want something that's like post to social media twice a day and you'll grow. Like that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something comprehensive with actionable steps that are like real, you know? I don't want some avant-garde weirdness. I want like a legitimate book that will help me or a legitimate course that will really teach me some things. So anyway, if you have a recommendation for either one of those, I would really appreciate it down below. And finally, I feel like this video has gone way faster than all of the than the other 2 in this mini series. Maybe it's because this is more like a dream than a reality. Yeah, I guess that's true because the other ones I had like experience with. But anyway, the last thing that I want to invest in, or the final thing I should say that I want to invest in, is talking with an accountant. I know like the very basics of keeping your books, like the profit and loss type of deal. I know to like record everything that I'm spending and categorize it and have the receipts. Like I understand all of that, but that's about as far as my limited accounting knowledge goes. So I really want to kind of sit and bounce some ideas or questions off of a small business accountant, just to make sure that I'm putting forth my best foot and I'm not going to be like stumbling later on, whether it be tax season or you have to, you know, send in your sales tax for, you know, whatever. So yes, I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything. First of all, I'm doing everything that I should be doing and I'm doing that correctly. And second, like what are some things that I should look forth to, not look forward to, like these great things are going to happen to you, but like what's coming in the future. Yes, so I can make sure I don't mess any of that up. Because if it's something I'm going to mess up, it's going to be something like that, something extremely serious. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that has concluded this series. Now, I purposefully did not put any ingredients or any like product pieces or supplies in here, just because I don't know. I mean, there are 5 million, right? So I wanted to make sure it was kind of more business minded than it was necessarily product minded. I'm quite curious though, what are some things that you plan on investing this upcoming year into? Are you looking to do more like I am, like sort of an equipment type of thing? You know, I've heard a lot of people lately talking about getting an industrial size mixer, which is awesome. Actually, that is a really great idea. I just personally, if I could, I would add that to that list, but I know for me, it's not feasible just because of like the space that I have to work in right now. So yes, whatever it is that you're planning on investing in this year, definitely let me know. You never know when I'm going to suggest something that you need, and vice versa. You never know when you are going to suggest something that I might need. So if there's anything that you've had your eye on for a while, Please let me know. If you haven't watched the other 2 videos in this series, the 5 worst things that I bought and the 5 best things that I bought for my business so far in the first year, let me know that as well, or go back and watch those videos, comment there. Before you leave me, hit the subscribe. I will see you next week.